All right, live test, yada, 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 yada. All right, all right. Live test for Ghost Hunt 2 is a go. We are good here. Audio's good. We're good. Oh, boy. Oh, someone's watching. Yes, I'm doing a live audio test for my Ghost Hunt. Thank you all for whoever's watching. I'd invite you, but I do not know how. Can you all hear me at least? Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Just doing a live test. I'm at home, back from Salem. Oh, cool. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm live. I'm doing a live test. Just got in from Salem. And I'm getting ready for the ghost hunts. So I'm doing a live test here. I'm going to do one on my laptop and one on my tablet, just so I can have multiple live camera angles going at different spots. Yeah, I got some pretty good stuff. Did you like my Salem stuff? I sent you a picture of your family member, your namesake's headstone. I thought that was cool to see that there. Sorry your family was killed as witches, by the way. But it looks good. The video looks good. It's backwards, though. Like, this is my left hand. And this is my right hand. But on the screen, it's mirrored. So that's going to be something I'm going to deal with when we do the live ghost hunts. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I will say that I was a little disappointed with how political it was up there. That was my big downfall. My wife even said, because she's like, man, there's a lot of politics going on up here. And it was. Other than that, was pretty chill. It was pretty chill. Oh, but now I got a fun day of cleaning out the house. Oh, I had an amazing time. My wife bought way too much shit. I had like real seafood. I'm from Missouri, so we're landlocked. Brad, I'd invite you to join the live chat, but I have no idea how to do that yet. Yeah, but I had real seafood. First time I ever had real seafood, like fresh seafood. That was cool. I got to play in the ocean a bit. Of course, I went to enjoy the witch stuff. On a personal point of like humble bragging, we went to the witch bookshop, and all the like witch books, like the history of the Salem witch trials, the Haunted in Salem, the Finded by Light, all these books that they recommend you read about the Salem witch trials, I already own. So I was like, oh, I am very well educated for this and brief stuff. But I felt also in the retrospect of that, when we did a trolley tour and we did a walk tour, we did a haunted tour, everything that they said I already knew. So that was kind of a bummer. Yeah, but my wife, when she gets up, we're going to clean up the house, unpack, and I might have her hop on and we'll talk about her Salem trip. That was fun. I get motion sick on planes, apparently. That's a thing. That is a thing, because, oh man, was I freaking like, oh, I was about to puke. Like, we're circling Boston, and I'm like, oh, no, please no, sir. Brad, I know. Oh, look, I can put your stuff on screen. Yeah, I'm really just trying to give this a quick run through for my ghost hunts coming up. I'm going to try to do at least one ghost hunt live. I will do at least one live. I'll see how it goes. see what we're getting, and then I'll go from there. Yeah, I get motion sick too. They say to concentrate on a fixed point, but then the whole plane was like doing one of these, and you're trying to like stare at this, and it's like, oh, it was disgusting. It was disgusting how motion sick I got. And then, of course, you know, you're up there and you're traveling. And prior to going to Massachusetts, you have to do COVID stuff, which I didn't know this going into it. But you have to be like hardcore, like COVID clean, like present a negative COVID test, quarantine for a couple of days, all that malarkey. And I was afraid that if I got sick up there, they were going to be like, oh, it's COVID. So you have to like stay locked up for 2 weeks. So my week off of work would turn to a 3-week termination. So the whole time I was there, I was like, oh, I can't get sick. Oh, I can't get sick. It was fun, though. It was fun. It's very touristy. It's a lot more touristy than you would think, which is sad. There's the statue of Salem, of the girl from Bewitched, Samantha. We saw that. And she looks like William Dafoe in drag from Boondock Saints. So that was fun. There was another thing we did. Oh, we took a haunted horror wax museum tour. And that was indeed just one of the best parts of my Salem trip. I enjoyed that very heavily just because, you know, it's horror. It's a wax museum. And, you know, you're walking around outside, you're shopping, you're carrying your bags. You know, it's kind of hectic because it's very touristy. So just to go into like a dark, cool spot and just sit down in like an atmosphere that I'm used to, that was a good break. Like I felt like when we did that, I was like, man, I feel just like recharged. Like I just took a nap because that was nice. I think the next time we go though, it'll be after the plague, of course, because the plague kind of killed a lot of stuff we wanted to do. But we're going to go again. We're going to do a little bit. And I didn't know. See, the thing is, we got an Airbnb and we stayed at this awesome lady's house. And she was so cool. Had a cute dog. But, like, we were like a mile away. And after you're walking around Essex Street and Orange Street for all day, you don't feel like walking a mile home. So we would Uber. And we're like, man, we could just rent a car. But the parking there was terrible. So I don't know if I would recommend renting a car either for a Salem trip. Just because of you're going to spend just as much time walking and looking for a place to park, you kind of wouldn't save any fun or love on you. Yeah, I got some videos to film today too after I unpack, so I'm gonna get that going. How about yourselves? Everyone been doing okay while I've been away? Y'all hold down the fort, if you will. So I think for my ghost hunt, one of my main tools that I like is my spirit box. I think I'm going to put that. I'm going to film on my laptop just because I know it better. Like I'm more comfortable with using it in a wireless live setting. And I'm going to put my spirit box probably like on a little thing, like behind me or in front of me so we can always see it and hear it if something goes off. But I'm going to have to kind of turn it down, especially for like a live show. So that might be a later on record and listen to what we find during editing. And then I have a tablet. I'm going to try to get it going for this. And I might use a different email just to have an extra stream going. And I might set it on like the bad spot, or as I call it, the hot spot, the spot where the most activity happens. So what I would do is I'll use this to stream and talk. We'll have this, and we'll have the tablet on the live, so you'll get 2 or 3 little screens, but at least then you'll get EVP, you'll get live, literally live. I think that's cool, live, because we get something, we'll see it live, and I'll set it up to auto record, so that'll be nice. Just record all the whole live stream. So we'll get a live capture me and the EVP. And then if something crazy happens, I can literally just walk my happy ass with my laptop over and see what the fuck that was. Or we can go back to do this. I also have like a spirit board, a Ouija board, several incense and spells that people say to use to conjure stuff. I don't like to do any of that because I feel like that's can be so fake. Like any Ouija board can be like manipulated with magnets and stuff. So I don't like to do all that. But I will go and I'll give it like I'll put my foot in the water and see what we can do during a live stream. And there's a space. If you're all here for Salem, I'm sorry. I'll talk about that too if you just ask any questions. But there's a spot about oh, what's up, Al? What's up? Welcome. What's up? What's up? What's up? But there's a spot about a mile from my house. It's an old bridge. And I'm on a Facebook and a local message board on Reddit about local hauntings. And that spot apparently is active. I did a video for my YouTube channel, me just walking down there and checking it out, just see the lay of the land. So I might go down there at some point next weekend and check that out, give it a run through, see what's up. And that'll be our first live ghost hunt, and we'll see how that goes from there. I'm using StreamYard because apparently you have to have more subs than I have to go live just on YouTube. So I'm trying to check that out, do batteries, stuff like that. Al, just so you know, I'm working on the Susprizias movies. I've finished the classic. I'm now working on the 2018 one on Amazon Prime. I did not get to watch it while on vacation or on the plane because I was extremely motion sick. Found is also on my list of things to watch this week. So maybe you'll get a couple horror reviews. Maybe. I'm probably going to be behind at work because I just took a week off to go to Salem. But when I get caught up, oh, cool. What haunted spots do you have in Pennsylvania? I'd love to check those out. I know of two that are quite referenced in my. I have a couple like haunted Midwest, haunted Pennsylvania, haunted Texas, those kind of books. I have a massive selection of those, and I would definitely know of some good ones in Pennsylvania. But where are you from? I'd love to hunt everywhere, if you will. Yeah, but we're just gonna do one ghost hunt live, probably next weekend, given my work schedule and of course the plague. And I will try that live. I have my spirit box going. I'll do it on my laptop. And I'll just give that a live ghost hunt. I'll do a quick walk around. I'm interested to do it. It'll be my first one I've ever done live. And then if we have fun and do it, I got a couple buddies that ghost hunt with me. I'll see if I can get them to come along. But they're kind of don't do the live video thing, you know. Which I think everyone should do ghost hunts live because the big thing with like cryptozoology is presentation of evidence. So like it's hard to fake something live. I guess I could like have a buddy, not that I ever would, like dress up like a ghost man and walk through the woods, but no, that wouldn't be me. I don't have that much talent. Wait a minute. Yeah, Brad, that is indeed on the list. That is indeed on the list. Waverly Hills Sanatorium is indeed up there. There's a creature that's hunched over that's always like, I don't know what it is, but they say there's a creature that walks. And I know that Waverly Hills was a tuberculosis ward. And one of the procedures was you would take your rib cage and you would remove all of these ribs except for the top and the bottom one for the most part. And then you'd be stuck like hunched over your whole life. So I think if there is a creature that's kind of crawling like that, I think that might be what it is. So yeah, Waverly Hills is up there on my goat hunts, greatest of all time hunts. Yeah, Waverly Hills is up there. Oh yeah, have plenty of beer ready. I am so non-techie. I don't know how I'm going to do this live. I tried to go live in Salem. I really did. But with traffic and tourism, it was literally like holding your phone while you're getting pushed across the current of people, and it was terrible. And I'm doing some research right now on the bridge. Like, I know there were several deaths. Of course, it's a bridge, a 100-year-old bridge. Of course, someone has died near or around it. But they took down the old bridge, and now there's a new bridge. So I'm going to just go where the old bridge was, see what's up down there. Oh, I can meet my doppelganger. Oh, that sounds like a sexy son of a bitch. I'm not going to lie. Oh God, I'm jealous. I'm not even joking. I'm a little jealous because Waverly Hills is indeed up there. I have an atlas of the most cursed places, and Waverly Hills is indeed like, for Missouri. There's another spot in Missouri called the Bell Witch Cave, and I obviously witches are my thing. But right below that's Waverly Hills, and that's like my epic level hunts. Those are the two I just have to do one time. I'm hoping I can do it good and it doesn't seem cheesy. I mean, with these ghost hunts, everything's a little cheesy until you get like someone talking. But I want to do a quick run through when I get my laptop charged, because it's not charged, and I have spirit board, stuff like that, spirit box. I have all my stuff ready to go, and I'll do like a live thing on that, and just to see what it is. And then I'll just go down there and see what we get. I'll stay down there for like an hour. I'll walk around. We'll go live. I'll have the camera. I don't know if I'll have it facing me like this or if I'll have it turned so you can see what I see. In a perfect world, I'd like to get a GoPro and put it on my helmet and then just do that stuff. Of course, when I was up at Salem, I did research like just on Google. My wife sleeps a lot more than I do. So while she was sleeping in the morning, I Googled like local haunts of Salem. And apparently there's some pretty epic ones, but they're all privately owned. So like, I prefer like the publicly owned ones, like a haunted park. So I can just go walk into a park at night and just start filming. No one can say shit. But there's no, if it's someone's house, I can't just be like, yo, Ghostbusters, let me the fuck in. Oh, dude, Philly is a spectral evidence hotbed. I'm not even joking. There is a place in Philadelphia. I think it's called the Revolutionary Inn or bar or pub or something. And me personally have not been there, but one of the guys we ghost hunt with, his wife is from there, and she went there one time, and she goes, "I never going back." And this lady's like me, so I'm a little bit of a skeptic when it comes to ghosts. I'm like, okay, we got an orb, we got some sounds. I don't usually get creeped out, but she's a little bit less like that. She's like, oh, cool, we got some orbs. What we're getting fits the history, so therefore it's a ghost. But she's like, yeah, I ain't going back there. Apparently it creeped her out, and that was in Philadelphia. So brotherly love my ass, more like ghostly love. I'm hoping that I can get my whole crew, all 6 of us together to do a live ghost hunt. But I want to do one by myself first, just to see how it goes. And then if it's fun, I'll encourage my other, I say ghost hunting group. It's more of just a group of friends that get bored living in Missouri, and we go to hunt and record cryptozoologists, ghost, UFO sightings. That's literally what it is. The only difference is one of my friends who ghost hunts with us, due to his rough past, he can't leave the state. So he has a felony. So he has to stay in the state for a while because of his probation. So our team, that does kind of hinder his ability to go with us to some places, which is fine. Oh yeah, Timmy and his wife would really enjoy that. I think anyone with a sense of history enjoys like all around ghost hunting, but like more or less like just to be in a place that's old and has like a dark atmosphere. I think Timmy would really get a kick out of it. See, yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't 100% believe in ghosts. I've had a few paranormal like experiences, but nothing I can't write off as just a creepy experience. but I'm always enjoying a good, romp through an old asylum or a haunted cave. I think growing up in the atmosphere of like horror, like the dark, to be in a dark environment just feels like familiar to some of us, which I think is honestly a sign of like fucking social psychological turmoil, sociopathic tendencies. Um, so would you like to hear about a bit of a ghost adventures debunk I learned about in Salem? It ruins one of the spots on the show, but I will totally tell you what the tour guide and the lady at the bar told me about the show Ghost Adventures. If you all want me to spoil something like that, I will. But if you want not me to do that, I won't. I won't do that. But if you ever want me to do that, let me know. I thought it was funny because the Ghost Adventures people were all gung ho about it, and then that happened. But while we're here and I'm live, I'm gonna have to rearrange my library around, and so you're gonna get a different angle of Pruitt from now on. I'd like to get a little bit wider because I talk some with my hands, and most of my filming is done with my phone. So did you know that Ireland is apparently very werewolves? I learned that over the weekend also. Okay, here's a fun question for the live chat. If you had to guess one area that had, like, what place would have the highest chance of getting a ghost in it or a werewolf? All right, so you want to hear the Ghost Adventure story? So Ghost Adventures was in a place in Salem, Massachusetts. And I don't remember the name of the bar that they were in, but they had some glasses rattle and they got the name Bridget Bishop on an EVP. Well, apparently, underneath that particular bar that they were in, unbeknownst to Ghost Adventures at the time, this is all per the tour guide and the lady at the bar. So I'm not going to be that guy who's slandering old Zach Baggins because I also enjoy those style shows. But the glasses rattled and they got a term called Bridget. Unbeknownst to them, a train goes right underneath the bar, which is what causes the glasses to rattle, and it sets off like a haunted music player. So whenever you get like a loud like thump or like dishes fall there, it'll set off like an old, because they have like Halloween decorations in the basement, and some of them say the names of the girls who got killed during the witch trials. So the one that they got set off was Bridget Bishop, because when the train drove by, it rattled the glasses and set off the creepy stuff underneath, which I thought was kind of cool because I'd never seen that episode, but I did watch it afterwards. But if you're watching it, yeah, the glasses do rattle, and it's like Bridget Bishop, blah blah blah, Tucalia, and I'm like, oh shit. But all that's really happening is a train is going underneath them, and it's causing stuff to move around. However, if the bar owner knew that, they should have let them know that before doing it on live TV, unless they didn't know at the time. Which, you know what, that's completely like probable. Like, you may not know that at the time. But that, I thought that was funny. That's because you guys brought it up. I too also believe in werewolves, though, just so we know. Just not like the physical, I'm going to change into a wolf during the full moon, but like the giant, massive wolves out there somewhere. Well, that's 100. That is 100. I mean, because Bigfoot's basically just a big monkey, so I'm not 100% convinced there's not a giant wolf somewhere in the fucking Transylvanian forest just waiting to kill me. Also, Monster. And the trolley depot receipt from when I took the trolley tour. The Howling, I've only seen The Howling 1. I cannot find The Howling 2 anywhere, but I love The Howling 1. My favorite part of The Howling 1 is at the very beginning when the old guy decides to burn himself alive and they talk him out of it. You've met the Ghost Hunter or Ghost Adventure guys? Oh, are they all three not together anymore? Like, see, like I don't have TV. I just have like Netflix and stuff. So whenever I see like a Ghost Hunter show, it's just something I just happen to catch on YouTube or whatever. I didn't know they weren't all still three together. That's kind of sad. I thought they made a good team. They were like the Blink 182 of ghost hunting. Uh, but on the subject of werewolves, my favorite werewolf movie might be Ginger Snaps or American Werewolf in London or Paris. The one from the 80s. I also kind of really liked Dog Soldiers. I thought Dog Soldiers was good. Yeah, see, that's where I'm at, Brad. I've only seen the original Howling. Yeah, I everyone I know says I would like all these horror movies that I don't watch, and I would love to watch them. It's just uh oh, I can watch The Howling 2 on YouTube. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I might check that out because I indeed enjoy the Howling series. I when I go to YouTube for like the free horror movies, I tend to go for like the black and white, like Vincent Price. I guess that's because we live by where he is. Also, I like old Peter Cushing horror films, and Lon Chaney, Boris Karloff, that kind of stuff. That's where our horror films come in at here. God, I really want to up my horror film registry. I really do, but I have to have like complete silence when I'm watching a movie, like, and then just to get like everyone in my house to let me watch a movie for 2 hours. That's a feat. That's a feat. Ugh. Which one was Nick? Is he the bald one or is that Aaron? I think Aaron's the bald one, right? Because I know like the Ghost Hunters guys, the Grant and Jason. I don't know which one's which. I know they both have their own separate shows now too. I thought about getting cable back, like for that. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get cable back because there's all these cool Ghost Hunter shows. And there's a show that um when I stayed in Neosho, Missouri, near Springfield, Missouri for a bit for work, there was a show called Dead Files that filmed down there. That was down there, and I met those people from the show Dead Files. I still have not seen the show to this day, but the one girl was pretty cute, so I told her I was into the show. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "How you doing?" "Oh yeah, I love your show. You're my favorite show. How you doing? Can I get you a drink?" If she was apparently psychic, so she knew I was lying, I think, but I was okay with it. I was still trying hard. Yeah, that one's usually my favorite, the bald guy, because I just feel like they're like this room is the most haunted, darkened cellar in the whole world. 10 out of 10 people who go in there come back crazed and mad and rip their own face off. You go in there and check it out. I've only, like I said, I've only seen a few like a few memes and whatever I can find on YouTube for free. But it was like every time I do it, it's like, welcome to the pit of despair. 10,000-year-old ancient samurai Shikatoshi Waka spirit roams the defining Japanese dojo of hell. Aaron, go check it out. I canceled my cable to save money. I watch movies on my phone. I have Netflix, TV, and Pluto TV. Yeah, see, that's about where we are. My wife, however, is a huge TV buff, so I feel like she would get more out of the television than I would. But we just don't. We just don't have all that. We have we have Netflix. I have Tubi. I think we may even have Hulu for a bit because it came with a phone plan or something. But yeah, we're not a big. I'm not a big TV guru. I'm happy with just. I would prefer to read than watch television. That's just me. Oh, Hulu Live has all the ghost hunting shows. That's cool. I might check that out. See, I wanted to get like YouTube TV, but it was like $50 a month. Oh, and while we're here, this is Sora. She's home. She's happy her daddy's home to see her. She's not going to play long though. There's a kitty butt. Yeah, my cats have been very pleased that me and the wife have returned. We had a friend watch them, and it's just not the same. She doesn't spoil you guys. I would really like to eventually at some point get like a TV up in my library room, and then once that happens, then I will start doing more TV, video, and better quality stuff. I hate to say that, I hate to be that guy, but I got some stairs going up to my library. It's like and then a turn and then like that. So like my stairs are everything's backwards on this camera, so it's like a and then like a loop. And that is like the best deterrent ever for being bothered. You just come up these stairs. Now you'll get yelled at, but you can just pretend you don't hear people. And it is the like if I come up here, I'm typically not usually ever bothered because it's just a little hotter. There's a lot of stairs, and my time isn't worth that extra effort. But I think for October we're gonna do a little live ghost hunting. I want to do a couple horror movies reviews. Maybe I'll do a 5 recommended Halloween movies video with the wife. She likes those. She's a big horror movie buff. See, $50 honestly isn't that bad because I spend way more on other crap. McDonald's mostly every going out to eat. So like it's not that, but I feel like my issue is like when I had cable, like I was paying for it all in bulk, but now I have like 5 or 6 separate. Like I have the Netflix, the Hulu. Da, da, da. I'm like, wow, we're just paying for cable again, just 4 different streaming services. And I'm not saying I'm poor, but also when you get your bill and it's like, da, 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 you're like, holy crap, $70 just rolled out of the account. Also, in another perfect world, I will eventually start talking about horror, like video games, Gothic style painting and architecture, just the more as aesthetical, artsy stuff in the dark community. I love Clive Barker's like drawings and paintings, and same with Todd McFarlane. But I feel like that stuff gets overshadowed by like his movies and their books. So I would like to start doing some artsy fartsy stuff like hey, let's check out some really cool, which is cool because I got a buddy named Ian and he's all about the arts stuff, and he has like a ton of creepy books and posters. Maybe I'll bring him by and he can just show us some cool images and maybe give us some little, if we're all ever talking to like some hot goth chick, we can be like, hey baby, how you doing? I actually know about stuff. I'm not just a weird horror movie geek. If you will, we could get some Edgar Allan Poes. No, I'm playing. But I do think that would be cooler to watch something like, maybe I could discuss more on the more aesthetical parts of the horror community, not just movies and TV shows. Yeah, see, you know what it's like. Then out of nowhere, you're just like, one day just sitting down, you get like 5 texts at once. Because if you're like me, everything comes out on the same day, and you're just like, because mortgage, rent, electric, whatever you got, car payments, and it's like, stock up on ramen, honey. So that's one thing that I would like to do is a more that, and maybe before I do like a ghost hunt, maybe I'll do a for people who just don't get into ghost hunts, because I know some people are just like, God, like just because you get a picture of like a wisp or stuff, I don't believe in ghosts. Maybe I could just do like a live of me walking around like a creepy spot, because I know some people that are more into the creepy. Some people don't believe in ghosts, but they're like, oh man, let's walk around this old creepy cave for a little while and see what we see. Let's walk around this old, abandoned hospital, see what's up. And they'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then hopefully, if that's the case, maybe they'll watch the ghost hunt and they'll be like, oh shit. And there's enough to scare them into believing. Maybe there's something that I can find me to be scared into believing. And for just a small safety concern, I would probably walk around the area during the daylight anyway and make sure I noticed any like trip hazards or stuff like that. One thing I did learn when I was Sasquatch watching with my friend Dave is that I definitely need to be more conscientious of plant life, because I walked into poison ivy and that's not good, and snakes. Not that I would ever walk onto a snake, but if I did, I'd burn the whole forest down and run like a little girl. That is 100%. Have I had any paranormal experiences? Yes. Yes. When I was younger, I had like a scream come through the TV. I was talking to Timmy live, actually, right here. I was right here. And so I was right here in my spot. And so this house, I bought it recently, like a couple of years ago. My house old, but I just bought this old house because I like the old style look. And I had a coworker named Shy. Her aunt lived here. I didn't know that when I bought it, but she's like, yo, your upstairs is haunted. Every kid thinks they're upstairs or it's haunted. You think that as a kid. But I was talking to Timmy and I forgot my laptop up here. And I walked down there and my record player started going off. And it's not just like a record player old time. It's like record, CD, aux. It's hooked up to the internet. And it started playing a song, an Elvis song, a cover of an Elvis song. It's an instrumental, Can't Stop Falling in Love with You. And then I go downstairs and I tell my wife. And then when she gets up here, her phone played the same song. I know you're thinking, Josh, that's not a paranormal experience. No, I walked up here, forgot my laptop, went back up here, had a creepy thing. Wife came up here. She had the same creepy thing. So it's just 2 creepy things happening in the same spot. Doesn't necessarily mean ghost, but still pretty creepy. And then after talking with people who have lived here, they said it was haunted. When I was there's a place in Missouri called the Tri-County Truck Stop, and apparently it's a hotbed of activity. And Steve LaChance is a horror writer, and he took us on a tour of that. And we were walking through Tri-County Truck Stop, and there is I have the pictures and videos on my phone. I don't know how I'd ever put them on the YouTube, but there's Zozo Demon, which is the demon from The Exorcist, William Peter Blatty's book. And there was some stuff there. And when my friend, she went up there, I don't want to say her name because at the time she was 17. And that's minor in where I live. And my friend, not that anything happened, but my friend, when she went up there, she had a little orb above her head. And we all went on a ghost tour. And that was just something creepy because we were at like a Zozo Demon spot. And she had the little orb on her head. If I ever get a hold of her, she's older now, of course, but I'll talk to her and I'll have her if I can get her permission, I'll show the video and I'll show the clip because I don't want to just put a video of a minor, even though she's just walking around on a ghost tour, up on the internet without her permission. I think that would be rude of me, but I think that would be cool to see. Oh, Timmy's here. What's up, Timmy? What's up? Yes, Prue is home from Salem. I'm doing a live recording right now. I figured I'd give this about an hour. I want to check it out before I do my ghost hunts live. We're discussing that, and then Brad brought up some paranormal experiences. So if anyone else has had some paranormal experiences, hop on in. We can do it. I bet Kentucky does have some haunted stuff. I really do. I cut my finger when I was out, and it is itching like a motherfucker. Maybe I was placed by a witch. Also, I did purchase people some stuff while we were up there. So at some point, some of y'all are going to get a message from me in Instagram needing your address so I can mail you some stuff. Nothing crazy. I just thought I saw a thing and it was like in a group box for like a group of people. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll mail these out. And it's a fun little, it reminded me of Lock and Key. I don't want to spoil it before we do it, but I got some, it kind of reminded me of Lock and Key. If you've read any Joe Hill and Rodriguez graphic novels, I hear the Netflix show is fucking baller too. Oh, also, Timmy, I am so glad that you liked the books. My missus picked out some of the more fun stuff, the less creepy. She was insistent. I just don't mail you horror books because she was worried that the government would see what we were mailing, and then it was just going to turn into me being detained and prosecuted for being a witch. Well, Brad, hey, fun idea. The judge that hung your ancestor, possibly John Proctor, his grave is literally like 30 feet from there's 19 headstones in a square near an old tree. And his grave is literally just beyond that tree. Just walk over, go through the cemetery. So perhaps you could do some sort of rebel rousing and be like, maybe get something cool on the spirit box. I'm just going through the chats right now to see if try to get them highlighted. Snow Cone, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, Snow Cone. I consider myself a snow cone connoisseur. Do you have a favorite flavor of snow cone? I like Tiger's Blood. Mickey's Bar. I have never heard of this. This will be indeed a something I am registering. I will write that down in my handy dandy clipboard. Here is the list of movies I'm supposed to watch. Do y'all want me to go through the movies at some point in life before I'm doing this? Orange or Lime, dude. Okay, so around here, a lot of people are now like into not sugar. Like, I mean, not your boy Prue, because I live off fucking Monster Energy drinks and bad thoughts. But a lot of people around here aren't doing sugar right now, and the drink they're doing is lime and water with cucumber slices. And I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking good. It's just lime water. Take 2 slices of lime, like you're gonna drink a Corona. Ooh, I shouldn't say that maybe. And you just dump it into there, and then you add some cucumber slices, and it is quite refreshing. It is quite good, quite good. Oh, well, thanks for chiming in, brother. If I knew how to invite anybody, I could totally invite y'all to join the live stream. And we could check that out. Yep, I got a list of movies I'm supposed to watch. Yeah, look at that chicken scratch. I got 2 book reviews coming in today. Oh, Timmy tagged me in a book reviewer thing. I got the tag. I haven't watched the video yet, so I don't know the questions. We're going to do that. I'm excited about that. I was going to do something else. I completely forgot too. It's been a rough morning, but a hectic morning. If anyone needs the code for this and you want Halo codes, let me know, because I get the monster times 2 XP. If y'all want the thing for that, you let me know, and I will hook you up with monster Halo XP. Oh God, I'm on Xbox. I just don't play multiplayer that much. I'm really enjoying the Call of Cthulhu game, though. That's for sure. I'm on like my 4th playthrough of that. I tell people I don't have time, but here I am replaying the Call of Cthulhu game for like I only play it for like a half an hour to an hour every day because the way we have to park. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Maybe I'll post my thing. Did I enjoy Salem? I did. My wife enjoyed it a lot more than I did. Towards the last day, it got extremely touristy, but before that, we had a lot of fun. I'm on Instagram as the Sharknado. If anyone's on there, I posted a lot of pics. My wife will be posting more. Maybe I'll tag her. I'll get her permission and I'll link her stuff into this too. Trolley tours, learned a little bit. I will say that it is slightly political up there right now. And that's not a lot of fun because I kind of went on vacation, get away from it. But everywhere you went was political stuff. And okay, so I'm from the Midwest, and I'm not saying this to like point up a flaw, but where I'm from, there is no mask mandate. You don't have to wear a mask. But up there, it's mask enforced, like mask all the time. And some places, even like those plastic doctor gloves. So that for me, walking around, and we walked like 5 to 6 miles a day in a mask for someone who doesn't usually wear a mask. That was a bit much. That was another thing. Also, walking 6 miles a day when you're kind of chunky, that's hard for me. Which Call of Cthulhu game? It's on Xbox One. It's just called the Call of Cthulhu. I think it's on PS4 and Switch also. I am a gamer nerd through and through as well. I just don't play the online games. I like the Silent Hill 2s and stuff like that. It's called the Call of Cthulhu. It's amazing. Also, there's one called The Sinking City. It's like the off-brand Great Value version of that game, but it's a lot more investigation. If you want to be like a supernatural detective, Sinking City's a lot of fun. I got it for $10 day one. But Call of Cthulhu, I paid 60 for that because that was brand new when I bought it because I couldn't resist Return to the Innsmouth world, and I just love H.P. Lovecraft. One thing I will say though is when I was in the Atlantic Ocean, the first thing I think of is, man, if I go to Rayleigh, I am going to be doing just okay. Me and Dagon would get along well. Halloween 2018. I think I've seen that one. That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis. That one wasn't bad if it's the one I've seen. Trick or Treat I've seen. That one's not bad. I'm going through comments right now, just thinking. Yes, there's an art gallery in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. I think so. Yeah, that's the one. If you want to add me on Xbox, it's Sith Lord Proof. If you want to add me on PS4, I'm Black Cat Mermaid. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I do not. The only game I would play on there for me, I mean, apart from, like Call of Cthulhu because it's on everything else, but the exclusives I would play would be the Zelda games and the Pokemon games because I am just a sucker for Obviously Zelda. I mean, look, I'm in green. I got the Zelda hat. Yeah. On my list of horror films to watch today, since we're on the discussion of horror films, is one called Saprizia 2018 and Found, which is on Tubi. Those are one of two of those will be watched today. I think I should try to do Saprizia, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Does anyone know anything about Saprizia? Al, are you still here? I would like to talk to you about Saprizia when you get a free moment. Oh, Animal Crossing. Yeah, I forgot about that. I would play Animal Crossing, but I'd quit every time I didn't get the villager that looked like Pennywise the Clown. Oh, my favorite part of Salem? Well, your boy Prue is indeed a foodie. And so the fresh seafood, we had buffalo tossed calamari. That was so good. I really enjoy that. And we had a layover in Nashville. And we went to the Nashville Food Park, and I had the best chicken wing sauce ever. That's not technically in Salem. That was just a layover. Okay. I enjoyed like the history part of it more than like the Hollywood interpretation of it, like the Salem Witch Museum and stuff like that. Those are my favorite parts because I'm all about the dark parts of American history. That's why I'm more allured by the ghost hunting and the cryptozoology because of the dark parts of history. I'm not so much a believer or practitioner of the craft. I mean, I wish I was, but I just can't seem to wrap my head around it. But I really enjoyed learning like historical facts. All right, Al, we're gonna talk. Have you ever heard of a movie called The Red Shoes? I had a Clint Eastwood special feature, like a box set. I got my dad, and Clint Eastwood did an interview, and he talked about one of his favorite movies called The Red Shoes. And in the original Saprizia, I noticed a lot of, now this could just be me, and I've only seen a couple of movies involving ballet, like Black Swan, of course, and stuff like that. But Saprizia, to me, had a bunch of images that seemed inspired by the movie The Red Shoes. Is that true, or am I just forming a correlation between a ballet movie and another ballet movie? Oh, okay. No spoilers for Bly Manor. No spoilers. I haven't watched it yet. I got a crush on that girl. I got a mad crush on that girl. No spoilers yet. You watch Lake Mungo? Pruitt recommended a good horror movie. It's rare. It's rare, but Prue did enjoy that. Prue watches Prisia with the lights off and a beer. Fair warning, you might never be the same. Are you hitting on me? Is this a date? Al, is this a date? I'm flattered. Like, let's turn the lights off, put on a creepy movie. We can play Snuggle Buddies. Oh, I'm in. I am in. See, that's my thing though. That's 100% right there. That little description is why I don't watch a lot of horror movies because my wife is what I call a fan of traffic. She has a lot of people, a lot of phone calls, and she's just a popular social butterfly. But when I'm watching a horror movie, especially one I haven't seen before, like if I turn on the Addams Family or Evil Dead, talk all you want through the Evil Dead. I've seen that a billion times. I'll see it a billion more times. But don't but if it's a new movie I haven't seen, I'm like, shh. Pizza, cold beer, or a rum and coke, something like that. Dark atmosphere, light the shades. Maybe I'll light a nice candle and get that. I got a blood candle, and it smells. It smells. I don't know what's in it. I think it honestly reminds me of sausage. Maybe it's a blood sausage, but I just lost the other part of that thing. But it smells so good. It smells like someone just made breakfast in your house. Oh, put those beer in a horror movie. Oh, I'm set. I am set. I am skipping that one. Yeah, you have it. Okay, look up some Google images from like the Red Shoes, and there's a couple. I talked to Timmy about it. It's very little, just a brief thing, and I was like, Timmy, is this something I'm noticing? No, like I said though, like if you watch one like Fincher movie and then you watch another Fincher movie, you're going to compare the two just subconsciously. Maybe I was doing that with the one ballet movie I knew and a new ballet movie. stuff like that. But I do know when I saw the movie Us, a lot of the shots from Us I thought looked like The Shining. So when I got home, I looked it up and I'm like, oh shit, this is a thing. Maybe I'd made another thing in my head. Yes, check it out. Perhaps we've just unrailed the ancient most, maybe we've unrailed a Templar conspiracy in Hollywood. Oh, yes. We took a tour from a guy named Jeff, and he didn't use the term witch. He turned himself as Wicca sensitive, and he was a bewitched by Salem or bewitched after dark in Salem. I'll get the thing from my wife, but I'll link his Facebook thing in the doobly doo below. And he was so cool. He seemed like he practiced the craft. He referred to Halloween as Samhain. He knew about Yule, and he was definitely about the rule of three, I think it was called, where it's like you're good once, you'll get 3 good back. There was a place that he recommended called Red's Diner, and we went there. They had this French toast called It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's pumpkin stuffed French toast, and I got a steak omelet. My wife got a Greek omelet, and we had enough food that like we ate, and this was like all together that was like $25 for big omelet, and the pumpkin French toast. And we had like, that was just a ton of food at Red's, and we had enough left over, and we thought we were good. We thought we were going to be like, we would observe that custom and like give something. So we had our extra food. We didn't want to throw it away. We took it in a box and we gave it to a homeless guy. Well, we told the lady what we were going to do because we didn't know if we could do that because of COVID, because we knew there was a homeless guy who was setting up, asking for help. But I felt bad because, I didn't have any money. I didn't have any cash because places didn't take cash. But we brought him breakfast. And then someone heard what we were doing. And then they gave us more food to give out to the homeless guy there, which was, I thought, awesome. So that kind of put a perspective on it. Okay, deal. Do you want me to do a review of 2018 and the original at once, or should I do original review and then new review? Okay, I'm not going to lie, Brad. I actually started watching that with a wife. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it. That little thermos thing he had just threw me the fuck off. Like, also though, I will say that that I thought it was cool that there was like the classic group, because Ben Stiller from Happy Gilmore was in there. The girl, there was this the classic Adam Sandler crew was in there, and I thought that was good. I really do need to watch The Haunting of Bly Manor, though. That is the one. I liked Haunting of Hill House. I think I might have liked that show better than the book because I was not overly fond of the book. I'm going to learn silk screening soon. So I may do a Patreon thing, or not a Patreon, not that, a Etsy store. So when I'm learning some silk screening stuff with stuff from work, I might start sending out some stuff for whatever. So if you ever need anything like that, let me know. Or if you know anything about that, let me know. My chair is uncomfortable. I am very sorry. My chair broke, and I got this piece of wood in there, and it's just not the most comfortable wood I've ever sat on. I said I did that intentionally. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, stuff like that, but I was more thinking like to help, maybe like help everybody, because I know like some of us, like Brad and Timmy and Al, we always talk and hang out. Maybe we could like form like, I don't know, like I can make stickers for everybody, and I could like send Brad some stickers, and Brad could grow his channel, and Al can grow his channel, and Speculative, of course, you can grow your channel, or send you stickers or bookmarks or something. We can all try to help each other get bigger channels. Not that that was my goal intentionally, but That's not even my goal now. I just think that'd be fun to make something. And I'm not too talented. I'm not. So this could fall apart and it'd just be like spray paint. I did okay with iMovie. But now that I've like finished the short story that I'm writing, I'm just looking for another creative outlet. That's literally what this boils down to. My short story is done. It's edited. I got a guy who's working on putting it on. He's doing some touches to it. The proper use of there is a problem I have, and commas during the wrong locations, and using the predictive text before the alternate text. So he's tidying it up for me, and then we're just going to put it out there, just free download on somewhere. It's going to be by Prue Pruitt. So if you ever see a thing, I'll just do a thing. Hey, it's free to download. Get it. It's 190 typed pages. If I did do like anything though, there's a line in the Stephen King It movie, the original It movie, that I don't recall from the book. And I've read the book like I've read this book like 4 times. I've listened to it, read it, reread it, re-listened to it. I hate my cover. I do. But there's a line in the movie where I don't recall it being in the books, and it's like, "Hi, we're all the dead kids," when it's talking up from the drain to Bevy, and they start naming off some of the people in the set, not actual characters in the book. And that's just, we're all the dead kids, which is why at the beginning of my intro it says we're all the dead kids. That's kind of where I got that from. That's my like nod to Stephen King. I would like to add in that intro, because I'm still always editing it, I would like to add more Michael Crichton, because I think if you honestly think about it, Michael Crichton stuff could be considered horror. I mean, it's more sci-fi than horror, but some of that stuff is freaking scary. See, Brad's with me. I could not. I guess it's because it's so old and it's all atmosphere and ambiance that I just personally couldn't get into. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I'm reading it and I'm like, is something gonna happen? Like wake me up during the good part. Al, you're amazing at YouTube. You shut your dirty whore mouth. You're the best one of us all. I'm not even joking. You're good at this. I talked with you live. Don't you lie to me. The Prue Show. No. That would be the shit show, son. That would be the shit show. Oh, no. I will say though that I took my old channel down because people were just like, I know one video I wore a hat with a politics reference on it. Not intentionally. I just wore a blue shirt and I grabbed a blue hat. That's 90% of how, like, oh, Prue, you usually wear a hat? I do. I have a mohawk and it doesn't usually work with me when it's Missouri, so it doesn't work. So I'll wear I'll grab whatever shirt's clean and then I'll get a hat to match. That's typically how I dress. So one day I grabbed a blue hat with a political message. Not even a political message, just said President 2016. So the next video, I got all kinds of death threats on that. And then the next video, I was like, oh, shoot. So I went to Walmart. I got a hat with the other guy. And I etched it on there just so I could support the other guy too. And oh man, people were so rude. I'm like, okay, we're going to have to stop. I made a mistake. I accidentally wore the wrong hat. What am I watching tonight? Well, Timmy, here's the list. Remember the list we did live of my movies? I would like to do Saprizia 2018 or Found. However, this is my first night back from Salem. So I might watch The Craft also. Just watch The Craft, eat some Kraft macaroni and cheese, do some witchcraft, I really feel like I need to up my Michael Myers game after talking to y'all, because I know Freddy very well. That's my wife's favorite, and personally, I like Jason a lot. But Michael Myers, I like whenever you say Michael Myers, like Halloween 4 on my head, I'm like, which one's 4? Oh, and I can eventually get there, but I think I need to up my Michael Myers game. Sarah at Sarah MG Reed, she picked a fan book. I'm trying to do a fan book, and I am halfway into the deep, and that is fucking cool. That's basically The Thing meets like Jurassic Park in the water, and so that's right up my alley. Also, since I just got back from traveling, I think I'm gonna like cover my body in sanitizer because those airports are nasty. Are you joking? Because I didn't think Black Christmas was that good. I'm not even trying to troll you on that one, Al. I just didn't enjoy it. You're probably talking about a different Black Christmas, because the one I'm talking about was like from 2009, 2010. Is that the same one? Spooky Noodles! Spooky! How are you? See, Jason rules. Me and Snowcone, we can agree with that. We can agree with that. Jason is up there. My favorite slashers are still the little Puppet Master dolls, though, because I grew up watching full moon movies like Subspecies and stuff like that. I try to rewatch those, and whoever says those don't hold up are 100% accurate. Oh, I just lost connection there for a moment. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Spooky and Josh, how are you? How are you? Oh, 1974 Black Christmas. Yeah, nope, I've not seen that one. I've seen 2009 one, 2010, somewhere along that era of Black Christmas. Other than that, no, I haven't seen it. Do you guys ever watch the show You on Netflix? YOU, the Caroline Kepps book. Uh, the girl from the second season of that is in that show. I gotta go get beer soon. I'm day loading, watching, or drinking beer all day. That's a good day. That's a good day. Okay, here's a fun question. What's everybody's favorite movie snack? Doesn't have to be like popcorn or whatever. Like personally, I would say pizza. Pizza is my favorite movie snack. Puppet Master. Now, see, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yeah, see, I've not seen that. I have not seen that. I have not seen the 1974 version. Yeah, You on Netflix was awesome. I really want to read those books too, but I just haven't had a chance yet. My TBR is too out of control. I may own the first one. I don't know. But yeah, the girl who's in that show, the second season, she's also in the Haunting of Hill House. I believe she's also in the Haunting of Bly Manor based on the trailers. I'm a fan of that girl. All right. Popcorn or a bag of chips? Okay. What do you call it when there's a something that everyone agrees with that you disagree with? Chips are disgusting. I hate potato chips. Yuck. Popcorn, I also just Spooky. You could come over and snack at my house anytime because you're gonna eat all the stuff I don't like. Buffalo shrimp. Ow. Buffalo shrimp. Really? Shrimp is a horror movie. Y'all are getting fancy. Chicken wings. Okay. Oh, okay. It seems kind of messy. I can wrap my head around that more than shrimp, though. Shrimp. Come on, Al. Come on. Yeah. I got a questionable. I just don't like potato chips because the bag's never full, ever. The bag's never ever full, and after I eat a couple, I put them away. Then the next time I go to eat some, they're stale. What are buffalo shrimp? I'm from Buffalo. Combos. Now see combos dipped in hot cheese. That's a snack. Ooh, my favorite 3 pizza toppings. Oh shit, we're fucking throwing fucking fire questions now. We're talking about Salem. I can know about widgets, but pizza toppings. Where does one begin? Okay, I'm not counting cheese or extra cheese because that's a given. Okay. Grilled chicken, jalapenos, and onions, or white sauce. Nope. White cheese, no yellow cheese, grilled steak, green peppers, and onions. There you go. Chicken, pineapple, jalapeno. That's good too on a thin crust. Fuck. That's tough. This is a tough one. Not black olives or anchovies. Listen, the buffalo shrimp is delicious. I'm not debating this. I'm not arguing this fact because buffalo shrimp is delicious. I had buffalo calamari while I was in Salem. But to say that's a movie snack, though, that just seems messy. Especially because I'll be half fucking drunk. I'm not going to be able to... can't even pee right after drinking all day and watching horror movies, let alone dip some delicious blue cheese. See, no, I don't go with blue cheese. I go with just your standard ranch or spicy ranch, and then mushrooms. I forgot mushrooms. Oh man. My wife's favorite topping on pizza is pepperoni, pineapple, and extra cheese, which I find weird. But her friend's favorite topping on pizza is broccoli. I'm not making this up. There's a place in town that does a vegetarian. She's vegetarian, of course, though, based on this discussion. But they do. But she always has my wife get it, and it's a vegetarian broccoli pizza, white sauce, white cheese. It's not terrible, but when I think pizza, I think sausage, like a meat, like a protein wrapped in cheese, not crazy swimming in sauce, but sauce. Oh, also not Chicago deep dish crust, but not St. Louis crappy I'm a cracker crust. I like if this is a 10, I like my crust like an 8. Yeah. This is getting sexual right here. Right. Al, we'll agree that does sound amazing, but can we agree that seems a bit messy for a movie snack? I go to put my hand around my date, and then bam, she's got buffalo sauce titties. That's no good. Fried chicken is is your favorite movie snack? Fried chicken. I got nothing wrong with this. I eat my fried chicken weird though. I like the dark meat dipped in the mashed potatoes and gravy. There you go. Yeah, Al, I do remember Al being vegetarian. Did you ever get rid of that evidence from the live chat where you murdered that guy? Because I'm convinced you murdered that pizza delivery guy and you hid the body. Yep, I'm convinced that happened. I'm cool with it. You know, whatever. You do you. Anchovies. I've never met a fellow person who likes anchovies on their pizza. Growing up in Podunk, Missouri, my dad loved sardines, honey mustard sardines. So we went somewhere and they had one anchovy pizza. No one wanted it. So I took it home and I ate it. Anchovy pizza is good fresh, but don't try to reheat anchovy pizza. Oh, pepperoni, hamburger, and hot peppers. Yeah, that sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. All these sound good. Now I want pizza. I was going to be good today. I was going to be healthy. I was going to have, I was going to be healthy today, but fellas, I think your boy Prue is going to have a pizza today. Have a pizza. Scallops? Okay. Hot take. Scallops on pizza. I don't like potato chips. Al may have lost his mind. Chips and cheese. See, I'm not a cheese person. Okay. Chips and cheese. And then next up, we got speculative mad pie, nachos. I'm thinking these two are the same thing. Are you y'all in cahoots? In cahoots, I think. I'll try to just sit there and debunk my live stream. Chips and cheese and nachos. Okay. I don't like chips. I love nachos. Oh, this is weird. Tallahassee. We went to not Tallahassee. Where the fuck was I yesterday? Nashville. I was at Nashville yesterday. They had pulled pork nachos that are top notch. A breakfast pizza with gravy as the sauce. Timmy wins. I think Timmy wins. I do love a breakfast pizza from Casey's. Casey's gas station has a good breakfast pizza. Oh, allergic to mushrooms. Dude, I'm sorry. I love mushrooms. Such a fun guy. That sucks though, man. My wife is a little allergic to some food. Not allergic, but like upsets her stomach. And I can't handle milk that well. Cheese I do fine with, but milk gives me the belly rumbles. So I feel you. Having food allergies, in my opinion, is like one of the worst things to have. You can't eat wings or anything labeled buffalo with ranch. Really? Why now? Why is that? I'm interested on this cultural thing. Oh, because it's not from Buffalo? Agreed. Hats off to the vegetarians and the vegans. Take a moment. I respect that lifestyle choice. I really do. And I'll never like food shame a dude because I will be honest, I have attempted veganism before and that lasts to like one stressful day at work. Then I'm like, yep, hot ham and cheese from the gas station. And Brad throwing straight fire. Yep. Buffalo chicken pizza is the bomb. Buffalo chicken pizza is the bomb. Detroit deep dish. Okay, I have had Detroit deep dish. It's really good. I'm not going to lie. Spooky Noodles also throwing fire right now. Fucking magical level 10 fireball just fucking hit the chat. Boom. Detroit deep dish. I'm down with that. I am down with some deep dish. I can't do it. Okay. I feel like I'm a Chicagoan at heart because growing up when I was able to be a teenager / adult was in Chicago. So I consider myself Chicago at heart, but Southern in stomach. And I just cannot do thin crust pizza. I don't think this is go. We're not talking about pizza though, right? Because if you're referring to this as just crab legs with melted butter with good beer on ice, then yes, that's fucking hot right there. That is another fucking level 10 fireball right there. That's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna start rating chat questions and answers with fucking D&D magic spells. Here we go. It's a level 10 fireball right there. Unless you're talking about on pizza, because you should not pour cold beer on pizza. Do you use the crunchers, the crackers, or do you have it pre-cracked? Or are you a savage and you do the fucking limb break like it owes you some money, or just slept with your girl and you're like, ugh, break you in half? Excuse me. It's not COVID. It's not COVID. I was tested recently. It's not. Oh, what is that? Sweet chili oil. Fuck, that's a good one too. That is a good one too. I like the sweet oil in my ramen noodles. Like when I do, not ramen, but like my udon noodles, I'll get them kind of done. I'll throw them on my grill or my wok, put some sweet chili oil on there and saute the noodles in that. That's really good. That's really good. Are we talking? Did we all go to food porn? Are we all at food porn now? I've had to drink. Yes, another fucking amazing fucking question right there. Detroit deep dish Greek. Yes, love Greek pizza, feta cheese, goat cheese. Oh, when we were in Salem, we had this little small rinky dinky hole in the wall restaurant. I don't remember the name of it. We just literally stopped to say cans of soda. Soda there was flat as fuck, but they had cans of soda, cold, and you saw like the little, and I was like, oh, I need a cold Mountain Dew. I need a cold Pepsi, a cold Mountain Dew. And they had these like Greek lamb bowls. And I usually don't go for lamb, but they have a lamb pizza. And it's baller. Greek food is baller. Yep. Cold fried chicken, next day leftover. Do you like the dark meat or the white meat? Because I go for like the legs, like the big old honk, like especially at Thanksgiving. Because everyone else, I'm just literally grab that leg, and that's my go-to is that big old honk and meaty turkey leg. I feel like Conan the fucking Barbarian. I'm like, yup, two-handed barbarian. Oh. You're allergic to crab and mushrooms? Snow cone, I am sorry. I feel like we're stabbing you in the chest with food daggers. Who's that too, Brute? Oh. Yeah, I'm fucking starving. I'm probably going to call this chat at 2 hours. I'll call the chat at 2 hours. I'm going to go clean the house and make breakfast. I might wake my wife up with breakfast in bed, which will be pizza that I order from the store up the road. Yeah, but guess what? It's only $3 to deliver. So I'm not going to walk my ass 35 feet. No, it's like 100 feet. I'm not going to walk my ass through my backyard, through the neighbor's backyard to Domino's. I'm going to make them drive to me for $3. We turned Josh from working man reads to starving man reads. Come on, guys. Listen, Al, I'm telling you, dude, I will fly down for this awesome buffalo chicken shrimp date that we're going to have. I am not even joking. I'm excited to have Susprizia 2018 to be watched. And if you noticed, my handwriting is fucking atrocious because I literally did this with nothing to write on. But that's number 1 is Susprizia 2018. And number 2 is found. Oh, beer cheese pretzels with hot dogs. Yep. Get yourself a pretzel dog, dip it in beer cheese. You are good to go. Good to go, son. Yes. Jalapeno cheese, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I'm not even playing. There's no word more sexier than tacos. Oh, man. I love some tacos. Magpie. Tease. You're a tease. For shame. I'm shaming Magpie. Everyone shame Magpie because she's eating nachos right now, and I'm just having a delicious cold monster, which I paid way too much for. Ah! I dropped my camera. Thank God I'm wearing pants. Really? That's good to know. Sarah, welcome up, girl. Girl, I am halfway through the deep. You are right. I am loving that. That is freaking amazing. That's the best Nick Cutter I've ever read. It's in the water. It's got mutations. That part with the nose. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. Yes. So far, we'll say, here's how it happened. I asked the favorite movie snack, and then it developed into pizza, and now it's everyone just making me super, super hungry. I'm going to need a snack. I'm going to need snackles. I'm wasting away. I'm going to have to whip out the clown mask. I could also talk about food all day. As one time as an insult, someone said I looked like Guy Fieri. I was a Guy Fieri looking fuck. And I was like, that's not an insult. That dude looks like he got electrocuted while drinking Mountain Dew. That is my hero. Oh, the leg breaking. I knew it. I knew you were a savage. See, I personally am a bit of a dainty when it comes to my food, so I'll use the cracker. I'll crack the crab and I'll pull out all the meat. Then I'll dispose of and then I'll eat it all up like that. I'm not. However, when I have crawfish or crawdads, depending on where you're at in the world, I just bite the head and suck out the meat. That I do eat like a savage. Pasta. What's your favorite kind of pasta, Sarah? Come on, don't tease. Yes, Cajun food. Cajun food is baller. Yes, I'm not even gonna lie. Yes. A legitimate, like real, not like from a can, but homemade Cajun gumbo. That's good. That's good. See, that's about where I'm at too, Brad. That's about where I'm at too. The darker meat. Yep, that's true, Josh. We've officially starved Josh, which is fine. Josh has got from his videos, Josh has a very active life with chasing his kids around, so he needs more calories than the most of us. Cheeseburgers all day. Now we're talking. I do love cheeseburgers. No, like I'm legit. Like I might, if I knew how, and I could Mystery Science 3000 this shit, we could all just watch the Sprizia together. Oh, what you get? What did you get? I'm a graphic novel fanboy. There's one, and I love it so much. I bought a copy, but then I always keep an extra copy around because whenever I find it on sale, it's called Ghostopolis. And there's a skeleton horse, and I just love it. I mailed an extra copy that I had to Timmy. It's so good. If it's Ghostopolis, I'm gonna lose my shit. Triple D, right? I'm getting excited thinking about this comment. Triple D, that right there is a level 10 fucking fireball fucking answer right there. Yes. Crawfish, proper pronunciation. I'm digging it. Oh, you're from Louisiana? Oh. Do y'all have a lot of vampires? Let me know if y'all have vampires. You can tell me. Just comment something that looks like fangs if you have vampires, and comment something that doesn't look like fangs if you don't have vampires. All right, yeah, I'm also into comics. Unless you're referring to Working Man Reads. Yes, Working Man Reads should get into comics. Personally, I prefer the graphic novel route because I can't buy like 100 issues. I just want to get the whole story in one thing. If I might make a suggestion, though, just from my personal, very minimal graphic novel thing, it's called From Hell, and it's fucking amazing. It was an amazing graphic novel. Okay. I've never heard of it. I'm down. I am down with that. I am down. That is indeed something that we should indeed. God, that sounds awesome. That does sound awesome. My chat kept scrolling. Well, Spooky Noodles, he bounced, sadly. So, bye, Spook. It was good talking with you, dog. Oh, those are fangs. Those are fangs. Yep, speculative magpie. Yep, she's got vampires. Bucktooth vampires. Ow, that's gotta hurt. Gosh. See, I know there's that romance involved with the vampiric of the biting and the transferring of the. Your boy Prue just ain't that kinky. Your boy Prue just is not that much of a biter. I don't find that kinky. I don't find that sexy. If someone was biting me, I'd probably be like, man, I am not aroused by this at all. I am in pain and I don't like it. I just don't see the romance in that. I don't. Yes, graphic novels are fucking amazing. I love them so much. I wish I had more of them, but they're expensive. Quick recommendations for graphic novels. If you know any, I've read The Watchmen by Alan Moore. It's fucking phenomenal. No wonder it's a classic. You know, the Batmans, the Supermans, Flashpoint, Killing Joke. The Day Superman died because he's better than Batman. Just throwing that out there for Josh. Superman better than Batman. Again, stating that fact. But From Hell is really cool if you enjoy it. I also like one from a guy called Johan Vasquez. He does a series called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, which is fucking hilarious. He also did Squee and Invader Zim. Later, pre-watch the presentation. I'm going to get beer and start drinking later. Good stream. Oh, good. Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is for today. So, Al, before you go, you said that's on Amazon Prime, right? And yeah, beer. I'll get a beer. I will post an Instagram pic. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's the Sharknado117. And I will totally post a picture when I'm watching it. And then I'll do a review right after. Oh, Kindle. Someone's evolving into the new futuristic era. See all my books? Dead Tree Edition. I would show you the one book I have on Kindle. It's Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Kindle. I need to get into Kindle. Oh, is that graphic novel? Is that what the show on Amazon is based on? Oh, dude, that is a great movie, 30 Days of Night. I've never read the graphic novel, but that movie I thought was insane. I didn't like the second one. That sounds creepy. That's a good name for something is killing the children. That's awesome. I might read it just based on the title. You don't have to tell me anything about that. You could just inserted, there's a graphic novel, something is killing the children. Yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy. I don't know why, but when stuff happens to like kids, it's creepier. I guess because, you know, I'm an adult and I'm mentally like, oh man, we should protect the children. But now I'm just like, American Vampire. Okay. Jaime Fuego from Hail to Stephen King talks about that one a lot. That one's on my TBR. That's a TBR for sure. Have you read that one? Oh, you're reading it now, I assume, from really enjoying. You're reading up that one? Oh. When you get done with that, let me know. And if you enjoy it, I'll do a review of it next. I'll pick it up based on what you say. That's my challenge. So you got to do it. You got to do a review. When you get that review done, I'll do it and I'll tag you in it and we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun talking about vampires. All right. That seems like a solid choice. Have you seen the movie, Josh? Have you seen the movie for that? Lock and Key. Yep. Joe Hill is obviously like, I hope that he does good. I've read a couple Joe Hill, nothing crazy. I hope he's doing good. I didn't really like, where is it? I didn't like Owen King's Sleeping Beauties too much. Nothing against it. I'm gonna give it a reread though. I gotta give that a reread. If I don't like a Stephen King, I'll reread it just to say, was I in a bad spot? Was that in a bad spot? Or is Sleeping Beauty just not that good? Nail Biter. Well, I will be honest. Timmy has so far never led me astray with book recommendations. So I kind of take Timmy as like my book recommendation guy right now, because everything he's recommended or reviewed, I've loved. But you know what? Honestly, same thing is with Sarah MG Reads, and Working Man Reads too, because basically anybody who liked Meg was just amazing. Hey, Lenore. I've read Lenore. Yes, I have. I got Lenore, and then I read something from Neil Gaiman called The Graveyard Book 2 or 3 years ago. And if you like creepy dead girls, those two are out there. Actually, a lot of people in here this morning were indeed ranting and raving about that show, and I haven't seen it yet. But that was the general consensus. It was good, just not great. Have you finished it yet? Is it worth my time? Is it worth a watch? Or since it's Halloween, should I just wait and watch it because there's better stuff on? All right, Magpie's in. American Vampire. I might have to get that. See, 30 Days a Night is amazing. Yes, it is. I'm 100% agreeing with you on there. Did you see the sequel? I didn't like the sequel. Oh, I know. I felt like I was getting challenged when I see someone else doing a Meg review, even though I've only read that book in the series. It's the only book I've read in the series, because a part of me is like, man, do I want to continue? Is the sequel going to be as good as the first? So I'm kind of nervous, but I think I'm going to have to. But I feel like whenever someone comes out swinging, like, oh, someone else like, hey, I'm going to read Meg, I'm like, you motherfuckers. Like, I got to have Steve Alton's back. And I don't know why. I just felt like as soon as I read that, I was like, man, I felt like an instant kinship with that goddamn Jurassic Shark. Oh my goodness, that I can't tell people how much I fucking love Meg. Let me tell you a story. Is that the Lord of the Rings of our time? I don't know yet. Could be. It could be. See, Meg's Hell Aquarium. I have no idea on any of it. What's the second one called? The Trench? Is the second one called The Trench? There's also one about a lake in Antarctica, but it's a super gator. See, I got this list of horror movies that people say I should watch. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all these plus that into October. So from what I'm hearing, though, I might just wait till November and just watch it then. But you were right about The Deep, so I'm going to take your word as gospel on this, because The Deep is freaking amazing. So if you're not enjoying this, I'll probably agree with you on that. Still traumatized? Yep. Mm-hmm. There's a character death in Meg that I was like, man, if this character dies that I do not like, I'm going to give this book 1,000,000 stars. And then that character, I'm not going to spoil anything, but that character did perish in the book. And I was like, now we're fucking talking. Now we got ourselves a novel. And I was all gung-ho. I was like, let's fucking do it. And I was rooting for the shark, and I felt bad. And I'm getting a little carried away talking about a book about a giant shark. I got a giant shark tattoo. I got a Sharknado poster. I'm all about the shark life. I don't sleep. I eat all the time. That's my spirit animal. My spirit animal might be a shark. But now, what shark, you might be asking yourself? Hammerhead? No, but I agree 100%, Sarah, that um, if the show starts to drag, that kind of kills it. Like the mid act, because like when I'm reading a book, I'm gonna pull out just a random book, Legend of the Sea of the Drowned, and like not that this book does, but if a book starts to drag here, I have a hard time getting to here. You know what I'm saying? Like the first act needs to grip you, the second act needs to hold you. Now the third act, this is why I'm okay with Stephen King, I think, because this can fall apart because I'm already this close to being ended. I'm going to finish it. Well, I say yes. I say the deep, especially for me, who's someone who is overly fond of aquatic-based horror, like Isolation, like in 1979's Alien. The way that I always like that movie is because, like, in a haunted house novel, you kind of just have to get outside. But when you're stuck in like space or underwater, you can't do that. So you have to deal with the problem. And to me, that just seems more up my alley to deal with the problem head on than to maneuver around the problem. But I also enjoy that the discovery portion of it, dude, where it's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. All right, let's send Aaron in. Oh, Aaron's dead. Let's try fire. Oh, fire didn't work. There goes Michelle. And then, yes. And it's creepy, and it's got like a scientisty Michael Crichton vibe going on. Like, your boy Prue's all about that Jurassic Park live. So it's like that underwater in the thing. Think the thing, but underwater. I don't know. Yep. Sarah gets it. Sarah gets it. Sarah gets it. Whale sharks. See, whale sharks are awesome. I have never scuba dived yet, but my tattoo artist, her husband scuba dives, and I'm totally jealous when I get to look at his pictures, and there's just amazing whale shark pictures. Is that as big as sorry, it's Monster. Is that as big as I think it is? See, I don't think they are. I don't think they're related. I'm only halfway through it though, so I can't tell. What was the other one I read? There is Little Heaven. Little Heaven. I like that one a lot too. I might be a Nick Cutter fan, but Nick Cutter is like a pen name. I don't know what the pen name is. Oh, there we go. Well done. I'm not reading ahead. This is a spoiler for me. I am going to cut the chat at 2 hours though. We're an hour and 42 minutes. I'm going to cut it at 2 hours. I can go unpack and clean up and all that malarkey. Oh, yes. I have read Sphere. Actually, I have like 3 versions of Sphere, and it's awesome. When I read, everyone told me, because based on my sci-fi combination enjoyment, that I would like James Vandermeer's The Annihilation, the South Reach trilogy, and I really got a lot of correlation between that book and Sphere. But in the Annihilation, all the characters were like named like, the map guy, it's all female, but it's the map girl, the biologist, the botanist. And I'm like, none of these characters have names. But then I reread Sphere and I'm like, oh shit, this is about the same thing. But yeah, Sphere is dope. That ending though, what the fuck? Don't spoil nobody, but that ending was like top tier ending of all time. Hold on, I lost my spot. I lost my spot. They need a Jurassic Park. Yep, agreed. Level 10 Fireball answer right there. They indeed do need a Jurassic Park underwater edition. I would like to see a aquatic-based dinosaur book. Yeah. God, I don't know. I got a Stephen King ink. I got Crichton ink. Those two are just my favorite. And honestly, if we're doing fantasy, I need to get an R.A. Salvatore tattoo because I love The Legend of Drizzt. But man, an underwater Jurassic Park, yes. Oh yeah. As far as the Nick Cutter books I've read, I'm on my 3rd. The Troop is at the bottom. I felt that was very tropey. Like that was very predictable. Oh, well, bye, Magpie. Tell the dog. Tell the dog, hey. Tell you about Spear. Well, so in a non-spoilery way, Spear is basically they pull in a scientist who's part of the government creates a what we would do if aliens come to Earth team. And they hire this guy to do it. He takes it as a joke. Then one day he gets a call. They're here. They're under the water. We got to go to the alien ship. And then they get then he discusses why he picked an engineer, researcher, yada, yada, the different jobs that you would need to do it. And now the character is like, oh, well, I wasn't taking this seriously. And now they're underwater and there's a spaceship and they're trying to figure out how long it's been there, what it's doing there. It's kind of controlling the ocean. It's a long read and it's a lot of technical science stuff. I mean, it's Michael Crichton. So Jurassic Park, how they got into the de-evolution and the cell replication and, the skin branching and the frog crossover DNA. So imagine that with specs from architectural and underwater stuff and the overall mental capacity of what you would do. Sarah, let's say I went to you and Sarah, what would you do if aliens ever came? And then you gave me a list of stuff you would do. Then one day I called you. I'm like, Sarah, they're here. We're going with plan A. And you're like, oh shit, did I pick the right team? I just thought this was a fun joke. But now, oh shit, now we've got millions of dollars invested into it. And I got problems at home. And it's an amazing read. I will say though, it's a little technical. And there are parts where it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. Like for me, it was, but solid Michael Crichton, 10 out of 10 read. I loved it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yep. Brad did that in 3 fucking words. Well, I did it in 4 minutes. Yep. Brad's a lot better at that than I am. I just nerded out. I fucking love Crichton. Fucking love Michael Crichton. Let me tell you. But Brad was just like, it's underwater isolation. There's a ship. Yep. Got it. Little Heaven was good. If you get the Overdrive app, they have a free audiobook of it, at least in my neck of the woods. I don't know where you're from, but yeah, Overdrive, you have a library card or Libby, depending on where you live. And that's how I read that one. I just listened to the audiobook when I was crunching numbers at work. Oh yeah. It is. I can do a top 5 Stephen King, no problem. I could not do a top 5 Michael Crichton because I hate to say this. And Jurassic Park would not be number 1, even though I got the damn Jurassic Park tattoo. Jurassic Park would not be number 1. The Lost World, I feel, book-wise, is actually a superior ride to Jurassic Park. Oh, and look, we just wanted to get some company here, Sora. She's a creepy kitty, too. She's happy here. We're home from vacation, so she's being snuggly, which is awesome. I love cuddling my cat. Yeah. Oh, you're a science major. What branch of science are you majoring in? I'm not like a sciencey student, but I'm a fan of science. I'm not in Big Hero 6. I'm the nerdy guy who can't contribute nothing to the party, but just wants a cool Iron Man suit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, my favorite thing about Crichton was that he was more science than fiction. I guess that's also a similar way with why I got into Andy Weir, because he did his research. Yeah, but I agree with that. I'm 100%. I'll level 10 fireball that. He definitely wrote down some of this stuff in a way to make it understand it. Because, you could easily wrote genetic engineering or space exploration in such a way where I'd be like, what the fuck? But he wrote and he's like, yeah, frogs can turn into boy frogs to girl frogs. And that's normal. And you're like, oh, science. Science the shit out of it. Snorkeling is scary. Have you had a bad snorkeling experience? You can let us know because I'm all down for some scary underwaterness. I love underwater because I don't know, I just do. But I was up in the air and I got motion sick. So I'm hoping if I ever get like too far underneath the water, I will not get motion sick. Oh my goodness, you're smart. You're smart. You're smarticles. I have no knowledge of anything of that. So, wow. Okay, have you read James Vandermeer's The South Reach trilogy? There was a movie called Annihilation that came out, and apparently I didn't like it as much because I wasn't intelligent enough to grasp the concept. Like his writing was done in such a way, from what I was told, to where you need to have that like Brad said, Michael Crichton wrote it in a way where you could understand it. Where apparently this guy wrote it for like, oh, here's something for some sciencey geeks to understand, but your casual horror fan nerd wouldn't quite get. Wow, I'm impressed. See, that's a cool job. I feel when people say that kind of stuff, I'm like, man, I work in sports. That's not needed in a zombie apocalypse. That's not needed during the plague. Don't get me wrong, I'm having a lot more fun at my job now during the plague because I'm trying new things. I'm getting to move around the plant. Demand isn't as high. We have to keep staffing it apart. So, you know, all that malarkey. So definitely learning new things is fun, but man, a biology degree. So you have a biology degree and you're in school? Uh-oh. Did it get you? Arr. Oh. Did you bite it back? See, I'm always worried that if I ever saw like a fish, like a big fish, I don't know what a red snapper is. I assume it's an above average size fish. Like I've gone catfishing and stuff like that. But if I was ever like underwater and I ran across like a shark, I would just freeze and be like, because you know it's vision's based on movement. Would you like to hear my theory on annihilation? I have a weird theory that I would like to discuss with somebody who has seen Annihilation, but it's a bit of a spoiler. Well, Brad has survived a traumatic experience. Good on Brad. Good on Brad. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's a good hobby to have. I always believe one should grow as a person. One should grow as a person. Oh, we got Mindy here. Mindy, you showed up, but we're gonna wrap up in like 10 or 15 minutes. Just a heads up on that. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I plan on doing the live ghost hunt stream thing with this technology. So this was kind of a trial run. I hope it's working out. I hope it's working out. Agreed. Agreed. I don't know how I feel about this one, Mindy. I'm taking a second. I'm taking a mulligan on this. Hold on. Okay. I will say that because, you know, I will say that the actors did a good job. And that part where they're all sitting down in the chair and that thing makes the human voice. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Okay, I'm going to have to Google red snapper when I get out of this. Because in my head, I'm imagining like a bull shark. In my head, I'm imagining like a bull shark. Are you okay though? Like, did it hurt or anything? Were you like bleeding and attracting the blood of other oceanic? Ouch, dude! A stingray? Where I'm from, we call those the devilfish. I don't know why we don't have them here, but that's just what they're referred to as the devil rays. I don't understand that, but and I think R.I.P. But I think that's what got the crocodile hunter, right? Was a stingray. Gosh, that was a sad day for me. That dude was my hero. That dude was all energetic about like nature and wildlife, and he's like, "Corky, there's a snoik. World's most dangerous snoik. I'm gonna go pet it. I'm gonna pick it up." And the cameraman's like, "No, Steve, don't pick it up." And he's like, "Well, if it bites me, I'm good and dead." And I'm like, "Wow, this man has no fear. This man lives fearless. This man's fucking dauntless as fuck." Oh, man. It bled, but then they got checked. See, dude, like 100%, like that. Like, here's what I'm imagining right there. This is what you see. Like not a shark in a tornado, but something about this size just being like, and you're like, and then you got to punch it, and then during a full moon you become a were snapper. Yeah, Steve Irwin, R.I.P. dude, R.I.P. That man was a tragic loss to my life. I'm not even joking. Like, that was a sad day for me. But his wife, have you seen his wife? She hasn't moved on. She's like, "No, I've already had my forever. I love Steve." And his kids are doing good stuff. And I'm like, man, this family we don't deserve this family. This world is not good enough for the Irwin family. God bless them. They're just all, anybody who can be like, let's support nature, I'm always down for it. But those people just take it to a next level with animal rescue, and not just animal rescue, but like fucking gators and snakes and shit. They're like, "Oh yeah, here it is, and we're just gonna put it and leave it alone, and it'll be fine, and we're gonna take care of it and love it." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I see a snake, I'm gonna burn the fucking place down or chop my foot off or something." Well, Brad, I'm going to bounce soon too. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I'm going to let the battery, see how the battery does. I'm probably going to bounce myself. Just got home from Salem. Going to unpack, do all that malarkey. Maybe after the pizza talk, I'm starving. I might order pizza and cook breakfast or something. Maybe. I liked your horror movie TBW to watch video. That was really cool. It Follows is on there, and that's one of my favorite movies. Is there any movie that you personally are like, "I'm not watching that, I can't handle it"? Anything like that? No. My short story idea is freaking out there. I'm not adding a werewolf fish to it. Basically, my short story idea is, if you ever watch Ancient Aliens, well, we right now have the technology to push asteroids away from Earth, like with pulsars and giant engines on the International Space Station and stuff like that. So bear with me. Aliens exist in my world, and they can turn those technologies backwards so they can pull asteroids into Earth. So a group of aliens decided that they were going to wipe out the Velociraptor because of its high intelligence level. And I'm thinking like a legit, or not legit, like a Michael Crichton Velociraptor, not the 6-foot turkey, the legit Velociraptor found in China. And they kill it, but a part of the Earth breaks off into an asteroid and floats away. So the aliens now come back in the year 2025 to colonize Earth, but the Velociraptors are now finishing their rotation, and the Velociraptors, well, now they've been stuck in an asteroid for years, have inbred, and they've lost their, superhuman dinosaur level intelligence. They're not smart for dinosaurs, but so now the Velociraptors are attacking the aliens who are attacking Earth, and we got like humans riding on inbred, wrong turn Velociraptor raptors, and the aliens just, even with their better technology, are having a problem dealing with inbred Velociraptors being rode on by redneck humans. Yeah, and that's it. And the leader of them is called Triceracop, and leader of the aliens is called the Tripod because he has a long boy part. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed writing it a lot. Invisible aliens would be cool. Invisible aliens could be among us right now because they're interdimensional. But yeah, you ever see that movie Hollow Man? That's what I'm imagining invisible aliens doing. If you have a penchant for that style movie, I saw a film called Grotesque, and it's a Korean film, and it is the most. This dude picks up this couple on their first date, and he just tortures them, and it gets gory and perverted, and it's quite a scene. It's quite a scene. I watched it, and I couldn't stop watching it because of how gory and traumatizing it was. So, but it's indeed a film that's going to stick with me for a while. When I read Jack Ketchum's A Girl Next Door, that book stuck with me for a year. I couldn't just help think about it. So that's the same way this Grotesque film was. So if you don't mind Korean subtitles, Mindy, I could recommend that. Only if you're okay with extreme torture and kind of gory sexual stuff. But if you're not, then avoid that at all cost. Human Centipede 1 was freaking gross. Human Centipede 2 was awesome gross. And I have even seen Human Centipede 3. And to be honest, they're all just gross. I watched them just so I could say I've watched them. Because I don't want to be that guy who's always like, oh, this is disgusting. You haven't even seen it. Yeah, you're right, I haven't. But now that I have seen it, I can say that they're just bloody disgusting. There's 3, right? I know there's the one with the crazy German guy, the one with the fan, and the one in the prison are the 3 that I know of. The prison one's not as bad. Like the prison one's indeed like a grade B toned down style. All right, guys. Well, it's been about 2 hours. I'm going to have to get off here. My phone is nearly dead. So before I just black out and fade into the abyss, I'm going to just end the live stream. But I appreciate everyone for watching. Everyone who had some awesome topics. Thanks for doing it. Before we go, though, was the sound and the video quality okay? Because this is what I want to do for the ghost hunt. And I'm going to try out my laptop and my tablet, too, just to see what does best where. So you're probably going to get another couple, 2 of these within the next couple weeks before I go on my ghost hunt. Yeah, that was fucking gross. Sarah's right. Sarah's 100% right. That was utterly disgusting. And there was 3 of them. All right, Lost Cunningham. But it's been your boy Prue. And I'm going to bounce. Sound and video are good. Excellent, Mindy. Thank you. I'm worried that there's a bit of a echo. And I'm trying to get this to be as good as possible. Like, I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, but I definitely have hundreds, maybe even $1,000 worth of ghost hunting equipment that I'm going to take with me. And I would like for it to be decent enough to try to make this seem not kooky and me just walking around the world talking to fake ghosts. But I also don't want to seem it weird where it's me walking around talking to, like, you know, I'm just going to be walking around a ghost park or a spot that has high levels of activity. I got EMF, spirit box, all that malarkey. I just want to make sure it's all good. All right, this be your boy Prue. Stay creepy. I'm a bouncing. Thank you all for watching, though. I really appreciated this. I needed this after I come home from Salem, and I'm unpacked. I'm jet lagged, and the time change and all that malarkey. My feet are sore from walking. I just want a pizza. But thanks for watching, dudes.